Hello everyone, welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Chase went into the questioning room at the police station to see if Dante had gotten anything out of Cody. Dante reassured Chase that it wouldn't be long. Sam arrived after Chase had departed and asked for Dante. Sam decided to text Dante to let him know she was there after Chase informed her that Dante was with Cody. Chase was adamant about getting Sam to Dante. Chase demanded to know what was going on when he and Sam entered the interrogation room because it was obvious that Dante, Sam, and Cody were hiding something. Chase was taken aback when Dante revealed Gladys' sins to him. Chase recalled Gladys' previous phone call, so Dante and Sam disclosed that it had been a ruse to make Gladys believe she was being probed for embezzlement. Chase was surprised Gladys had betrayed Sasha, but he was relieved Cody had figured it out. Chase offered to assist in taking down Gladys, but Cody indicated that Cody's role had been completed. What happens next is entirely up to Sasha, Cody explained. Marshall checked in with Eddie Main and the band in the Savoy's back room to make sure they had everything they needed. Eddie stated that he was hesitant to play at the nightclub, but Marshall boasted that Curtis had brought a large crowd for the evening. Eddie's countenance became disturbed after Marshall went away to speak with Anika. When Marshall returned, though, Eddie showed his appreciation for the opportunity to perform. Marshall understood what it meant for Eddie to display his music, and he stated that he was looking forward to hearing Eddie's new song. Following Marshall's departure, Eddie informed his band that he had adjusted the night's song lineup and provided them a revised list. Olivia and Brooke Lynn stood in the bar, looking at the stage, which had been set up for the evening's show. Olivia admitted to getting caught up in Eddie's excitement, but Brooke Lynn was perplexed as to why Olivia had made it sound so horrible. Olivia suspected it was because Olivia hoped Ned would recall who they were midway through the song Eddie had been writing. Not who we are, and not who he is, Olivia clarified. Olivia claimed that when Eddie played the unfinished tune, she saw something. Like Ned was underneath, wanting to climb out, Olivia remarked. She revealed that she thought the song was Ned's way of getting back to them, and that Eddie had appeared to be on the edge of remembering something during the recording session. Brooke Lynn reminded Olivia that Eddie had come to embrace them and was coming to know them in a new way, but Olivia expressed concern that Eddie would not feel the same way about his family as Ned did. Blaze came moments afterwards and met her new boss. After Olivia left, Blaze inquired about Eddie, and Brooke Lynn agreed that his music was a little ahead of their time. When Brooke Lynn disclosed that Eddie Main was her father's stage name, Blaze was taken aback. Brooke Lynn entered the back room just as Eddie's bandmates were leaving to grab a beverage before the show. Brooke Lynn told her father that she was confident he would succeed, but she hoped her mother could be present. Brooke Lynn noted that she grew up hearing about Eddie's performances and listening to his CDs. She claimed that she was excited for a live performance and instructed her father to break a leg. Olivia, meantime, congratulated Blaze on becoming Brooke Lynn's first client. Blaze saw Olivia was nervous, so Olivia said that they were all nervous because Eddie hadn't performed in a long time. Olivia inquired about Eddie when Brooke Lynn arrived. Brooke Lynn stated that her father did not appear nervous. Olivia was curious whether Eddie had completed the song, but Brooke Lynn had no idea. After Olivia excused herself to thank Marshall and Curtis for scheduling Eddie, Blaze recognized that it must have been uncomfortable for Brooke Lynn to be around Eddie. Brooke Lynn remarked that she missed her father, but everyone had learned to accept Eddie, except Tracy. Curtis greeted TJ somewhere, as well as Molly. TJ and Molly were upbeat and eager to enjoy their good fortune. Portia contacted Curtis after the couple had gone to get drinks and mentioned the crowded atmosphere. Curtis revealed that Marshall had urged him to go above and above to ensure the evening's success. Portia was impressed, but she was bummed Trainer wasn't there to witness it. Whenever TJ Portia greeted them with an embrace and raved about the baby news when they returned from the bar, TJ revealed that they had wanted to tell Jordan the news, but his mother had cancelled at the last minute. TJ, when he stated that he wanted the entire family to be in the loop, Portia suggested that he notify Aunt Stella. Everyone laughed. Marshall came to a halt a short time later to speak alone with his son. Marshall argued that the club was packed because of Curtis, but Curtis reminded his father that they had already discussed the topic. Marshall contended that Curtis was the Savoy and the Savoy was Curtis. Curtis warned his father that they would discuss it later, but he admitted that it felt nice to be back in the game. Marshall grinned and said it was a smart decision for Curtis not to sell the club to that woman. Curtis revealed that he hadn't decided on Selena's offer, but Olivia strolled by before Marshall could respond. Olivia decided to check on Eddie after thanking both Marshall and Curtis for their support, and she came to a halt outside the room when she heard Eddie working on his song. She entered the room when she heard him become stuck on the words. Eddie smiled as he welcomed her, and she understood he wasn't nervous. Olivia surprised Eddie with a bandana embroidered with dinosaurs when he reminded her that performing was in his blood. Olivia stated that it was a lucky charm given to her by Leo. Eddie was moved and accepted the bandana, but the mood changed as they stood close together and looked into each other's eyes. Eddie moved in for a kiss, but instead held Olivia. Olivia drew back and began to stammer uncomfortably as she wished Eddie well. She wished him luck in determining who the siren in his song was. She then exited the room. Chase arrived at the nightclub and joined Brooke Lynn and Blaze. He praised Blaze for giving Brooke Lynn a chance, and he was certain that their collaboration would be fruitful. Olivia reappeared and requested to speak with Brooke Lynn. Brooke Lynn followed Olivia to a quiet place and inquired as to what was wrong. Olivia claimed she had embarrassed herself by misinterpreting Eddie's intentions when he leaned in for a hug rather than a kiss. Brooke Lynn didn't see the issue, so Olivia explained that she felt bad about wanting to kiss Eddie because it was like cheating on Ned. Meanwhile, Christina, Michael, and Willow came, and Christina admonished her brother for being too serious. Christina reminded him that Willow had been cleared by the physicians and had returned to work. Michael argued that Willow didn't have to charge in like a bull, and he admitted that he'd expected Willow would want to unwind after her first day back at work. Willow told her husband that a night out would relieve her stress and expose her to new people would be beneficial to her immune system. And vodka does wonders to keep things sterile, Christina explained. Willow stated unequivocally that she would only drink sparkling water. When Christina noticed her sister across the room, her smile disappeared. Michael was intrigued about Christina and Molly's relationship. "See for yourself," Christina said. Michael and Willow stood there watching as Christina approached Molly and TJ. Molly cautioned TJ at the bar. Christina was approaching, and he turned just as she came to a halt. TJ was congratulated by Christina and Molly on their great news, and she expressed her sincere joy for both. TJ and Molly exchanged polite smiles, but they remained silent. Christina went away, defeated. Christina ran into Blaze seconds later. They were both relieved to see each other and agreed that they both felt like the third wheel with their buddies, so they decided to stick together. Willow assured Michael that she was fine at a nearby table. Michael stated that he couldn't keep his gaze away from her since she was stunning. Tracy had just entered the pub when he noticed her. Marshall then mounted the stage and thanked Curtis for making the night possible. Following his introduction of Eddie, the band blasted the crowd with many tunes. Eddie once dedicated one of his classic singles to Olivia. Marshall summoned Eddie to play the new song, but Eddie admitted that he hadn't finished it yet. Tracy grinned as Eddie sang. Michael approached his aunt to meet her, but she gave him a cold response. As Spencer called to confirm concierge service for a flight to New York City, Esmond lurked in the background at Laura's apartment. Esmond approached him after the call and handed him a tablet that he had left in the kitchen. Spencer opted to go over a few things with Esmond before leaving on his trip a short time later. "Spencer, you can't go," Esmond said. Trina was packed at Trina and Jocelyn's room, but Jocelyn could tell Trina was concerned. Trina blamed Spencer for her tardiness. Trina was packed and ready to travel later, but Spencer had not arrived. Spencer would be there soon, Jocelyn told her buddy, because he wouldn't miss the trip with Trina for anything. "Aren't you excited?" Jocelyn inquired. Trina added that she was scared, but in a good way, because she and Spencer were ready for the next step, and she was excited to explore the city with him. Spencer called Trina moments later to inform her that the trip had been cancelled due to Ace's daycare reporting that Ace had been exposed to chicken pox. Trina told Jocelyn that it couldn't be helped after the call, but Jocelyn reminded Trina that Trina may still be disappointed. "Are you even irritated?" Trina inquired. Jocelyn approached her friend and hugged her. Esme watched as Spencer carried his suitcase to his bedroom, but he paused on the stairs to inform Esme that they should take turns monitoring Ace. Ace had no temperature, according to Esme, and the infant was sound asleep. Esme's phone beeped with a text message from the daycare. Trina later answered a knock at her home. She assumed Jocelyn had left her key at home, but it was Spencer. Spencer announced that the trip will be rescheduled since the daycare had reported that the child in issue had poison oak. Spencer swooped up and snatched Trina into his arms. Dante was in the squad room at the police station on the phone, requesting a records check on Damon Montague. Scott entered the room and asked to see Cody. Dante was taken aback that Cody had phoned Scott, but Scott revealed that he had heard about the arrest and was concerned that his client hadn't called. Dante decided to allow Scott to speak with Cody. Cody inquired about Sasha in the questioning room. Cody was apprehensive since Gladys was dangerous and had a history of manipulating Sasha, but Sam assured him that Sasha was strong and determined to handle things on her own. When Scott and Dante entered, the conversation was cut short. Scott quickly tried to prepare a defense for Cody, blaming Sasha for everything because Sasha had previously attacked Cody, but Cody made it apparent that Sasha had done nothing wrong. Dante revealed after Dante and Sam excused themselves that he didn't wish Scott on anyone, especially Cody. Sam felt confident that Cody could handle himself, but she expressed concern about Sasha's handling of Gladys. Gladys was taken aback when she saw Sasha at her apartment. Sasha said little as Gladys hugged her and thanked God for her safety. Sasha walked into the flat, pointing to the suitcase. "Were you planning on going somewhere?" Sasha inquired. Gladys claimed she'd been packed to go looking for Sasha. "I would go to the ends of the earth for you," Gladys declared. Sasha, unmoved, asked Gladys where she meant to begin the search, and Gladys disclosed that she intended to go to the Finger Lakes region, where Cody had been picked up, in the hopes of discovering Cody's suspected accomplice. "Cody did not have an accomplice, but you did," Sasha replied accusingly. Gladys seemed to be unaware, but Sasha questioned Gladys about planning with Montague. "You use your position as my guardian to drain my bank accounts," Sasha screamed. Gladys denied selling Brando's garage behind Sasha's back to settle Gladys' debts, but Gladys defended her decision. Sasha became enraged and told Gladys to stop talking. "Everything that has happened to me is because you were worried that you would lose your meal ticket," Sasha yelled. Sasha made it apparent that she was aware that Gladys had enlisted Montague's assistance to prevent Sasha from terminating the guardianship. "You drove me to insanity. You made my life a nightmare." Sasha was crying. Sasha said that the toughest thing was that she had mistakenly assumed Gladys loved her. Sasha demanded to know how Gladys could betray her at her lowest point when Sasha had put her life in Gladys' hands. Gladys claimed that Sasha was mistaken, accusing Cody of twisting facts and stuffing Sasha's brain with lies. "How many times did you remind me to take those pills Dr. Montague gave me?" said Sasha. Sasha wondered whether there had ever been a moment of remorse, particularly when Sasha began to spiral, or if it had simply been a relief. "It was never a relief," Gladys asserted. Sasha didn't believe Gladys, and she told Gladys about Montague injecting medicines into Sasha to keep her delirious, barely aware, and unable to fight back. Sasha also revealed that Cody discovered a bottle of pills in Montague's jacket pocket, implying that Montague had planned an overdose. "Did you know that, Gladys? Did you know that he was going to kill me?" inquired Sasha. Gladys denied everything, insisting that she had no idea what Montague had given Sasha and that she had done everything she could to stop him. Sasha saw right through the falsehoods, but she felt hurt since Gladys was family. Gladys had driven Brando and Sasha home after their kid died, she reminded Gladys. Gladys apologized and said that she'd had an out-of-control gambling habit. Gladys stated that she had always intended to repay Sasha. Gladys claimed she had become desperate because she was worried Sasha would find out and detest her for what she had done. Gladys admitted that she was aware Montague had given Sasha drugs, but she had never inquired as to what they might do to Sasha. "I'm so sorry," Gladys apologized. "Then prove it. Confess," Sasha said. Gladys was instructed by Sasha to go to the police station, make a full confession, and testify against Montague so that he would never be able to injure another person the way he had hurt Sasha. This episode was dedicated to ABC photographer Craig Shodden. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.